On behalf of all the agencies and organizations concerned, we are deeply sorry for the outcome. We should have done much better.
In this case, the lapse arose because two officers who were under pressure did not follow the established operating procedure. It was a serious breach, and it resulted in a tragic outcome.
On behalf of all the agencies and organizations concerned, we are deeply sorry for the outcome and for the lapses at the Child Protective Service and the Singapore Police Force, as well as the missed opportunities at EGDA. We should have done much better. Over the years, MSF and our partners have worked to strengthen the child protection ecosystem. Megan's death 5 years ago had already prompted further enhancements to protocols. The system has evolved since then, but there is still much more that can be done. Over the past 3 years, the average caseload ratio for the sector has been fairly stable, at around 18 to 21 cases per worker. But the variation across centres is significant, ranging from 12 to 30 cases per worker. For the Child Protective Service, now known as PSV or Protective Service, we have doubled our child protection officers from around 45 in 2019 to more than 90 in 2040, and we are continuing to expand. The additional resources have helped bring down the average caseload per officer, down from around 40 to 35 today. To better identify child abuse, we are also studying analytic tools to help us connect the dots and see trends across agencies. This allows us to target our efforts on higher risk cases. SUSS, which recently launched its social work and social development faculty, has a specific concentration or specialization, so-called, in their undergraduate course on protection. So we want to work with SUSS and our IHLs to continue to train caring Singaporeans who want to come into this work of protecting vulnerable people. One area is to regularly audit agencies managing child abuse cases, including the Protective Service, so as to ensure accountability and transparency and to foster continuous improvement. We have also started to contact other social service agencies and organizations that are not child protection case management agencies to surface all suspected child abuse cases. This will be done progressively and expeditiously. MSF will be setting up a new social service coordination center supported by technology. It will help us better detect, sense-make, and connect the dots for cases from different touchpoints, such as the social services, education, preschool, community, and other sectors. MSF fully accepts the panel's recommendations. They focus on 3 broad areas. First, improving the clarity of roles within the child protection ecosystem. Second, fostering a stronger learning culture. And third, providing more structured support for social service practitioners. We will consult and work closely with the social sector to implement the recommendations progressively and complete the implementation by end 2026. MSF will set up a triage assessment panel by the first quarter of 2026 to do this and to determine which agency is best placed to manage the case and then move. By early next year, preschools will report such cases directly to the NAVH. Each time a tragedy like Megan's occurs, we feel anger, sorrow, and regret. Whether we are members of society or social work professionals, we must work together and do our utmost to protect our children. Let us rededicate ourselves to protecting every child and vulnerable person, never forgetting those whom we have lost.
There were 2 rounds of police reports filed. The first report was made in January 2020 by Megan's grandmother. Further police reports were made in July 2020 by Megan's grandmother and father. The investigation officer, the IO, who dealt with the first police report, and her supervisor failed to follow police procedures to escalate the case to the regular case review sessions for monitoring and guidance. The IO had assessed this as a case of child discipline with low safety concerns based on the information that she was presented with at that time. She did not follow up beyond that because she was then redeployed for COVID-19 related duties. Police commenced internal investigations once the case came to light in 2020 and disciplined both the IO and her supervisor. The IO resigned subsequently. The police accord priority to missing vulnerable persons as they may be at higher risk, regardless of the duration they have been missing. And this includes young children. Cases of missing vulnerable persons are escalated to the regular case review sessions with supervisors for monitoring and guidance. In 2023, the police formed family violence teams, or FVTs, at all land divisions to give focus to family violence cases, including child abuse cases. Specialized training is provided to FVT officers to equip them with the knowledge and skill sets to handle these cases, such as how to engage the victims sensitively, as well as how to work closely and more integrated with other agencies. The activation of MSF's Domestic Violence Emergency Response Team, or DVET, a round-the-clock service launched in 2023 to provide immediate help to high-risk domestic violence cases with immediate safety concerns. DVET officers are also empowered under the Women's Charter to issue emergency orders, or EOs, at the scene and to provide immediate safety for the victim. To strengthen IO's efficiency and supervisory capabilities, the police have also harnessed technology for the review of cases. They have implemented technological solutions to trigger automatic notifications to IOs and their supervisors to complete time-sensitive investigations promptly. In this case, the lapse arose because 2 officers who were under pressure did not follow the established operating procedure. It was a serious breach, and it resulted in a tragic outcome. The police will learn from this and reinforce procedures and training for its officers.